चलेगा।
तो ये बोलूंगा अगर तुम लोग बहुत ही ज्यादा चूल्हे करने की ना पेटीएम वेटीएम चल नहीं रहा है बट लोग चेकआउट उसका एड्रेस आ गया बट पेमेंट मेथड नहीं चल रही तो मैनुअली देखो कैसे डिसेबल हो सकते हैं। आई डोंट नो हो सकता है जितने लोग इनिशियल चेकआउट तक आ रहे हैं यार उसमें कंज्यूम कर लो 30-40% तो खरीद लेंगे। अगर ये ऐसे कर लो नोटिफाई भी कुछ कर दूंगा ठीक है पूरा मकान करोगे यार मतलब 68% people will just drop बहुत ही कम होता है जो रिमाइंड नहीं है स्टैंडर्ड रूल
एग्जैक्ट सामने वाला रूम पार्किंग वगैरह की जगह है।
टेक्स्ट कर देना बस कॉल करने से पहले इसके मेरे को नंबर दे देना बात कर यार हम दोनों बेसिकली वे वर्क विद मूवमेंट परफॉर्मेंस मार्केटिंग जैसे बता रहे हैं ना
तो वहां पे तू आएगा ना
Google I've done Snapchat I've done Taboola but they don't work in India as such so better Google ही चलता है India में some intern that अगर बंदा हो जिसको पीरियड के फुल टाइम में स्टार्टिंग को बताना
Sunday को select back.
मैंने अपना लिंक्डइन का हमारी ट्रेनिंग भी होगी
Now better even in Amrita.
तो वैसे सच में हमें चाहिए एक तो if you know anyone looking for internship internship and will convert full time internship pressure चलेगा गांव वर्क फ्रॉम ऑफिस से
मेरा तो लगता नहीं है तू भी लगना है
मेरे पास रहता है ना कि पता नहीं क्या कर रहे होंगे
पता ही नहीं है साइन इन करने को 68 है यार मेरा करो यार कुछ 75 है
वेंडिंग मशीन वाला चल रहा है
पैसे खत्म
मेरे से ले लेना
सो श्योर मतलब
वही नहीं चलता
इस पे पैच
पूरा बाहर था
गाजब लिखा और कोई का इसको रेडी करना है हमें कल तक सोच लो कैसे क्या चेंज हो गया आप ट्रैकिंग करवाई 2 दिन से कल परसों 2 दिन भेजा ये तो मतलब निकला नहीं अभी भेजा ये तो मतलब निकला नहीं मुझे जा चुका होगा 50%
डैम ब्रो तेरा कितना है 50 मेरा 75 हो बढ़ रहा है धीरे धीरे
this class I have to
पढ़ा नहीं तुमने कहाँ तक हो गए बढ़िया था ये शुरू हो गया
अभी दोनों नहीं है ना
कहाँ पे
तो बता क्या है
मुझे भी जाना है सिंगापुर गई
तुम है ना
सिंगापुर बोला था मुझे रघुवीर सिंगापुर का स्टॉल लगाया उसने डिजिटल का
कस्टमर सैटिस्फैक्शन के ऊपर प्ले रघुवीर थोड़ा भी rather than कि ये तुम्हारा प्रोडक्ट है पर सोचना तो बेसिक चीज है उसके ऊपर सॉल्व करते रहो तो दैट्स द हां
ड्रॉप शिपिंग
marketing myopia
which one integrated marketing communications
marketing myopia how it is क्या है देखिए
Theodore
Levin sir what nonsense that was the first session
we got it right when we got it as
Gaurav asked me to share it so I shared it
oh but the thing is that all the readings you have shared with them right
no just the one that told me assignment
oh that's not the reading okay that's okay anyways
marketing myopia Gaurav asked me to share it
we read उसके पहले one
I share with you okay all the readings okay share it with them okay for the first course all the readings I've shared
oh my
okay Marketing everything okay.
हाँ वो लास्ट वीक का
Yes. Fine.
अरे ट्राई टू शो कांड करवाता है इधर हम साड़ी बेच रहे हैं मार्केटिंग
Other. Okay. Income
आज के पीरियड में तो मार्केटिंग भी है वो सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन बातें पैशन है पैशन चला
वो खुला था ना
इतना कंफ्यूज रहता है तू ऑडियो
basically the instrument is the instrument आज की
we are the many places of price
तो आज की पीरियड में so the session that was relevant today it wasn't uploaded
Attendance का QR
for today period was marketing my opinion
ठीक है आप
pricing और ये कॉपी है
ले लो आपने रखा था उसे I have given like close to some 25 readings read you want to have like Stand now who's the fellows who are you what's your name you're in this course
he's famous one right Ganpati this position came last week also
laughing you were there here the teacher okay so my memory is like getting lost okay continuously before you went down to get unhealthy stuff okay
sure
what was the topic sir the privilege Puneet privilege of him getting your attention presence yes only him settle down he does not come to any other class our policy
I do
ब्लॉक करवा Okay, great. Today's promotion, lot of advertisements was Monday for the first half an hour. Okay. How many of you are actually building businesses? Just. Oh, that's good. What about you?
building a fractional ownership platform
One or two?
Okay, fractional investing is not really.
Okay, fine. Okay.
मैं आपसे तो caterer
से बना रहे हैं. Wonderful. Okay, great. What about others?
Premix premix brand basically for gravy premixes.
Okay, fine. What about others?
carbon credits back. Carbon credits back.
Flavored mind artist. I don't talk about dropshipping. Okay, why?
It's not dropshipping. It's a brand.
Huh?
He's
Get
planning
the
to
flavor.
make a market.
This is the one. Chalo, fine. What else? Flavored makhani. What?
Bakada, that's drop shipping, huh?
No.
So actual business.
For drop shipping, we are making man-child.
Unchild.
Night and child inside the man.
So Jesus.
Okay, like I do not want to even make that.
We're making adult toys. Yeah, that also.
We can send some free samples to you, sir.
Okay. I don't want to. Okay. So,
Biodegradable packaging materials for
you are coming from the packaging background.
like I want to go to build in manufacturing better.
My brother has a dairy farm, so I am making A2 organic in that.
Okay. What about you? Want a new girlfriend? Okay. Just try someone here. Okay. That's the thing. Okay. Any more
Trying that, sir, he has to come here. Sir, he's trying online.
How do you come? No, where are you from? Another game I call. Oh, you're saying so he has to come to campus. What do you do?
Both the Bangalore boys.
Exam. I am telling you, right? That I will make it as an open note for example. Okay. I let you to pass. That's the only thing. We are not taking Okay, guys. Let's watch some more advertisements. Okay. So today and next week we have a class, right? Next week I'll finish the course. Okay. Today I'll start with pricing as well. Okay. Next week I'll finish the course. After that, like consumer behavior will begin. Okay.
We have a test after the.
After the next class, after pricing is done, we'll have an exam. Okay. So what the question paper? On the right, I will get. This time I'll set it up paper. Okay. Just to prove a point. Okay. That's like
challenging. It's not challenging.
It's not about that. Okay, you have challenged Masters Unit as an organization. Point actually. Okay, you imbeciles. Okay, that like you're duffers of the first order. Okay, and I want to show you the mirror. Okay, that you are actually duffers. Okay, and then like say that like okay, boss, really, that's what I'm saying, right? I bet you to pass. And thing is that you bring whatever notes you want to bring. Okay, you will not be able to pass.
We wish you all the best, sir.
What are the
Okay, 50% you take. 50. Okay, because you can't think and write. Okay, you have to definitely think and write. You have to actually apply what I have taught in the last 15 sessions. You have to synthesize and you have to apply. Okay, well, none of these definitions or stuff I will ask. Okay, that's not how like my exams are. Okay, my exam is about a real life case problem. Now you solve it. As simple as that. Using whatever you have learned. The thing is that I have still not taught you how to apply. Of course, I am currently all the 15 sessions what I have taught is not about application. That is why you will not be able to apply. Sir, like I know that like this is the framework, I'm not able to apply anyway. Why? Because I have not taught you to apply. Okay. Will I be taught? Will that be taught in the next course? That also will not be taught in the next course. Next course, okay, no, not before the exam. Then like see, that's where like your intuition should come. Okay, see, there's a lot of difference between education and knowledge. Understand? Alright, keep the phone away. So what is education? Okay, I always say this. It's a typical example I give. Okay, use the hand pump. Okay, I know how hand pumps work, right? Okay, in order to pump the water out, okay, first you pour water inside. The water will go, and then like you keep on like pumping. First, okay, the pump, whatever water you have poured, that will be moved out. Okay, and then water from inside has to come. Okay, so far what you are pumping out is whatever water I have poured. Okay, that will not help anywhere. Okay, frameworks won't help. Application of the framework where your understanding of things. Okay, that is exactly what is absolutely needed. Otherwise, just this framework after framework. Okay, every framework I teach, right? I rip off the framework also. After the end of the session, I say that this is a stupid framework.
but still like the entire industry operates there. So what then like makes the framework work in the industry is all about your application of knowledge and say that tweaking it, okay, I can redeem it this much, okay, to salvage this situation or to solve this particular problem. That is exactly what is the point of studying a framework. This is something that will not be taught anywhere, okay, and that is unique for Masters Union, more unique for my course. Okay. Otherwise, I can also come and simply say, oh, boss, like this is Ansatz matrix, this is BCG matrix. Okay, this is PLC. I can also teach. I have taught you all the frameworks. I said like PLC is useless, but still I taught you. Okay. I taught you the BCG matrix, and then I told you it is useless. Okay. And that's exactly how life is. Okay. But how will you approach a problem then? Suppose you are given a particular situation. Say this is the question I am giving. Okay, so Pratham Mittal now wants to like launch a culinary school where undergraduate cooking school. Okay, 6 terms in 6 different continents. And the seventh and eighth term, okay, you have to construct a global cuisine, okay, by integrating all the learnings from everything. You can travel to 6 continents in 6 semesters, okay, and okay, I think like that might be a better option, okay, where like you go and cook and like finally you cook up everything, okay. So, this is a good idea. Yes. On paper, okay. Of course, on paper it's a really exciting idea, right? I would love to do this course. Okay, I'd love to do this course. Now, how will you try to fund this particular school if you are Pratham Mittal? Okay, who's operating again a Masters Union at a Tetra College of Business? Okay, how will you fund this particular school? This will be your question. Okay, if you are going to just go and raise money, okay, I'll give you half a mark out of 10. Okay, and of course that's also a valid point, but that is only half a mark. And any stupid can say. Okay, so how do a product planning exercise? Okay, and try to say that, okay, boss, how will you fund this particular business? If you are a businessman, that's exactly what you will be doing, right? A new idea has come up. Okay, how will you fund this? Think. Okay, so this is how the question paper will be. Which framework to apply, what to apply. Okay, so you have to go back and synthesize everything I have said, okay, in order to even understand this particular thing.
You have to like mention the framework.
Of course, mentioning the framework will give you extra credits. Okay, if you are understanding the logic, that is more than sufficient. Okay, now coming back.
We learned one more new thing. He was trying to tell us.
This is the one.
New intermediate and mature industry. I was trying to question it, but he does not agree.
That's okay.
New intermediate and mature industry. It can't be mature or intermediate.
Okay.
He was not agreeing.
He was talking about the brand, but
Not like brand, industry, and company.
Okay. Brand, industry, and company. Brand and company, how are they different?
The industry, company, and projects.
Okay.
Like how they are new, intermediate, or mature, and how it works.
Okay.
So, like industry cannot be new, intermediate, and mature, right?
Fine. They can be. I said like a product is the only thing that like cannot go through the sector. Okay, again, like when you are saying industry, what do you mean by industry? The number of companies.
Like quick commerce as an industry.
Okay.
So, new, intermediate, and mature. Can be intermediate or intermediate.
I cannot say
Innovation will
that.
come.
Importantly say that. Okay, you can just make a guess.
Like this assumption.
Of course. You can make an assumption. Okay, good. Let's get back. Okay, so we said that like, okay, boss, why do we do promotion? We saw what is promotion. Okay, promotion is a process. Okay, promotion is a process by which like you try to create awareness, induce purchases, and of course manage credibility, right? Okay, great. How do we create a promotion plan? We saw the 6 steps. Okay, mission, market,
medium, okay, money and measurement, right? And then, okay, what? Whether it is about creating awareness or purchase inducement or managing credibility, how do we actually create awareness? What is the promotion tools? That is where we saw with guerrilla advertisement, ambush advertisement, regular advertisement. I'm not going to show. Let me show you now what are social advertisement and ambush advertisement. Okay, let's try to call for more advertisements. Okay, today a lot of advertisements will be lost.
Social media. So we have an example. The Kamala person ones are social. अपना
என் மகன் வளருகிறான் உள்ளங்களிலே இன்பம் பெருகிட மனதில் நிறைகின்றான் தாயும் தந்தையும் விரும்புவதெல்லாம் ஒன்னேதானுங்க ஐயா ஒன்னேதானுங்க கண்ணுக்கு கண்ணான தான் பெத்த பிள்ளை துள்ளி விளையாடியே மனதை மகிழச் செய்யணுங்க மகிழச் செய்யணுங்க தெய்வம் தந்த செல்வமையா நான் பெற்ற செல்வமையா ஆரோக்கியமும் அறிவும் பெற்று வளர்ந்துட்டானையா மனம் மகிழ்ந்தோமையா நாமே மனம் மகிழ்ந்தோமையா இந்த மகிழ்ச்சியின் வேதனை எதுவும் மறைந்திடும் ஐயா ஐயா நாளொரு மேனியும் பொழுதொரு வண்ணம் என் மகன் வளருகிறான் உள்ளங்களிலே இன்பம் பெருகிட மனதில் நிறைகின்றான்
मेरा बच्चा 5 साल का हो गया।
इतना सब 5 साल में कौन सी बड़ी बात है?
बड़ी बात है मैडम, ये गुंडापा का पहला बच्चा है जो 5 साल की उम्र तक पहुंचा है।
क्या?
Now, if you look at it, so this is what is an example of a social advertisement. Okay. Of course, these are created for social media. Okay, it is not created for the regular media. That is not why it is called a social. Okay, it is because like they anchor very, very strongly to a social cause. One of the most powerful types of advertisement. Why? It's not about say emotional advertisement. Emotional means hey, anything can be emotional. Okay, so after like a 45-day trip, you are truly emotional. Okay, so that is the thing. What is the whether it's a positive or a negative emotion? That's a different story. Okay, emotions can be like elicited by multiple things. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, why do social advertisements become very powerful? Why do social advertisements become, and actually this is a real life story of this particular guy called as Gundappa. He had 6 kids before in this time Muthu was born. Okay, Life Boy made a story out of this particular guy. Okay, he actually, when the child survived for 5 years, he prayed, okay, that like he will come to the mountain deity and pay his like respects, okay, our gratitude, okay, by walking on his hand. It's an actual story. Okay. Now, if I just do not cut the last part, okay, is there many mention of the word lifebuoy? No. And why do social advertisements come in like a very, very, very handy, and especially Lever is very popular with the social advertisement. I'll play one another advertisement and then we will talk.
It doesn't look like an ad.
And doesn't look like an ad. But that's not the only thing, right? For example,
Builds trust.
When you are attached, when you are buying land, what do you do?
एक दिन हमारे गांव में किसी ने नहाने का सावर रख दिया। हमारे आधे गांव ने पानी पी लिया और एक शहर वाले का नहाना अभी खत्म ना हुआ।
So the thing is, all good, okay, that this moment, okay, our emotions run very, very, very high, we become poignant, okay, and tomorrow morning when you are brushing your teeth, that is when this asshole said there's an exam, okay, so when will he give, what will he give, and the water will be dripping. That's exactly how we all operate. Okay, see, Lifebuoy came up with this beautiful campaign. Okay, Lifebuoy help a child turn 5. Other advertisements are far more worse. Okay, there's one lady who will be running around the Tree of Life advertisement. You can go and watch it later. I do not want to take because there's a lot of other things we have to cover. I think this lady will be running around the tree. Okay, trying to take care of the tree, and then it will be ending by saying that the only child she had, like, was buried under the thing. Okay, because like she lost it because of pneumonia or something. Immediately you would want to go and clean up her village, or like you would want to go and like clean up Gundapa's village. But can you do that? So what do you do? Okay, in order to reduce our guilt that like I'm not able to do anything, I'll go and like buy the product which is saying that like I can do it for you. That is exactly how like our mind operates, and they know how to play on that particular emotion, and that is the reason why social advertisements are extremely powerful. Believe me, tomorrow after watching this advertisement, tomorrow you will be standing in the shower and like you'll be thinking, oh, what is the plan for the day? That's exactly how it will happen. Because we are like that, we are programmed like that. Okay, but oh boss, I want to save a little water, do a little good. Okay, what? Go buy like some 2-3 Lever products and say, I have saved the world. Because Lever is taking care of it. That is why social advertisements are very, very, very powerful. Are able to get it. Okay, this is one unique type of an advertisement. Now, like say, if we have watched some heavy advertisements, let us watch something stupid. Any questions?
There is one more advertisement.
Multiple advertisements are there. Okay. So,
How does this look in
प्यार की राह में चलना सीख, प्यार की राह में चलना सीख, इश्क की चाह में जलना सीख।
Men will be men. Seagram's Imperial Blue Super Hits music CDs.
प्यार की राह में चलना।
Men will be men. Seagram's Imperial Blue Super Hits music CDs.
Okay. Now, so I mean, you got it. Okay. That's the thing. You never asked for more advertisement when like the child was dying. Then will be well. Useless fellow. People don't have any. I do not want to know. Okay. So now you got the point. Okay. So now what is this? This is what is a surrogate advertisement. Okay. What is the surrogate advertisement? Okay. What do they sell? Imperial Blue. Do they sell music CDs? No. No. Right? But you cannot like advertise it. Yes? So what do you do?
CD.
No, you just try to like introduce a surrogate product and advertise it. Imperial Blue music CDs. Kind of a thing, whatever, like the music. But the moment, what is this music CD? Okay, this is too freaky, too quirky. Okay, it is like our own like favorite bottle. Okay, so that is exactly how like you advertise things. Are you able to get it? Surrogate advertisements are very, 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 very helpful.
Kingfisher also. Kingfisher is also an example of this.
Yeah, of course. All those things you cannot advertise. Okay. All those products you cannot advertise. Okay, they use this. Okay. Are you able to get it? Yes. So now this is a different type of an advertisement. Okay.
Malayo pa ba yung sunduin natin?
Malapit na po, sir.
Ako nang yatid, ah. Kuya, pwedeng palakasin na aircon. Kuya, pwedeng siya na lang mauna. Di naman ako nagmamadali.
Kailangan natin sundan ng app, sir eh. Kayo talaga yung mauuna. Sir, dito na po tayo.
Kuya, thank you, ah.
Dito ka na lang dumaan. Nasa maling side ka eh.
Okay. Thanks.
Now, what is this? This was actually a real story about this guy Taban. Okay, he went on his like not the guy. There was a guy called as Taban, and like he went on a Uber pool, right? And he saw his long time crush, and he had live tweeted into the entire events. Okay, Uber picked it up and created an advertisement out of it. Okay, called as Uber Stories. Okay, so this is what is a user-generated content-based advertisements. All your UGC are also advertisements, okay, for the brand, but that you create. Here, they have taken an user-generated content, okay, and created an advertisement out of it. It typically, and there is also some acceptance about like a homosexuality. Okay, that was the social component that was interlaced into it. Are you able to get it? Yes. So this is what is a UGC based advertisement. Okay, this is what is a UGC based advertisement, and Maggie also did something similar. Oh.
Oily scalp,
ड्राई हेयर अब और नहीं। हाइलुरॉन प्योर बाय लॉरियल पेरिस। इसमें है सैलिसिलिक एसिड और हाइलुरॉनिक एसिड जो ऑयलीनेस को डिसॉल्व करे स्कैल्प से और बालों को हाइड्रेट करे। 72 आवर फ्रेश बालों के लिए। हाइलुरॉन प्योर बाय लॉरियल पेरिस। You're worth it.
That's a regular advertisement. Okay, let's watch this one.
25 सालों से मैगी और आपके कई हसीन पल जुड़े हैं, जैसे अरे मेरी कैंपिंग वाली मैगी।
मेरी फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन वाली मैगी।
मेरी हॉस्टल की मैगी।
ये मेरी मुंबई फ्लड वाली मैगी।
मेरी नई जिंदगी की मैगी और मेरी प्यार भरी मैगी। इनकी तरह आप भी आ सकते हैं मैगी ऐड में। बस अपने मैगी के हसीन पल लिख भेजिए इस पते पर और फेमस हो जाए।
So, but you got it. Okay. So Maggie, for the 25 years, they tried to create user-generated content. Okay. And they created a montage out of it, a collage out of it, and then they were like able to play that as an advertisement itself. Okay. This is what again is a type of a UGC-based advertisement. Are you able to get it? So we saw regular advertisements. Then like we saw what are like ambush, what is a guerrilla advertisement, what is a social advertisement, what is a surrogate advertisement, what is like an user-generated content-based advertisement, right? Now there is a very, very unique type of an advertisement which is called as shoppertising. Okay, called as a fear-based advertisement. And fear-based advertisement, okay, can introduce fear into the consumers, or it can be like a it can be extremely, it can have a shock factor inside the advertisement itself. How? For example, yeah, Mukesh, okay, it's also a type of fear-based advertisement. But as soon as Mukesh pops up, you pop in into the popcorn. Okay, so that is the thing. But that is also the type of fear-based advertisement. This one is also a type of a shoppertising.
पापा, मुझे अमेरिका की स्कॉलरशिप मिल गई है। अरे हम
I think being original is messy.
You've shown this one.
So clear, so pure. Clear glass from Saint Gobain.
Okay, got it? Yes. Now there is one very unique type of advertisement. Okay, this one you will not have seen. This is what's called as a subliminal advertisement. Most of the subliminal coding, okay, happens, okay, in this type of an advertisement. Okay, what is it? Okay, let me play this one.
And our foundation manages an anonymous and confidential telephone line to attend children and teenagers under a risk situation. As a result of International Day Against Child Abuse, we launch a message for those ones suffering any kind of abuse. A message exclusively for them, hidden from adults' eyes. The outdoor uses a lenticular to assemble two images, the one aimed at adults and the other aimed at children. The lenticular allows you to see one image from one angle and a different image from another angle. From the average height by age, we can determine what part of each image will be seen by each person. In this way, we find an area only visible by children under 10. A message only for children. And a warning for adults.
Now, this is what is called as a subliminal advertisement. The advertisement will be there, but you will never be able to notice it. Only the specific target audience will be able to notice. For example, this is the reason why. Who's your favorite superhero?
I don't want superhero.
You tell me.
Iron Man.
Iron Man. What about you?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Okay. You?
Thanos.
Okay. Fine. Now, why did you like these superheroes? Okay. Most of you, okay, especially girls, if I ask, they will say that there will be some like a Cinderella or like whatever, Elle and all these other people. Okay, they are a favorite. Disney queens or Disney princesses. Okay, why? Because at a very young age itself, when you're watching, the subliminal coding is so much. That is why vivid colors matter a lot. Okay, the child will be extremely attracted to those vivid colors. Okay, black also can be shown vividly. Okay, and this is what is subliminal coding. For example, okay, how many of you know about a brand called as Baskin Robbins? What is the number on the Baskin Robbins logo?
31. 31. 131.
Why?
31. Flavors.
No, actually it is 31. It is not 13. It is 31. Okay. Why?
31 flavors.
31 flavors, and on the 31st of a month, okay, you have 31% off. Okay. But Baskin Robbins do not want everybody to know that. For everybody who's bought, this was the earlier logo. Okay, this is the new logo. Is the 31 there? The 31 is there. Okay, but most of you might not even know that there is this particular logo there. This is what is subliminal coding. Okay, it is there. How many of you now learned that there are 31 and flavors there? Okay, and that is the thing. But you would have gone to a Baskin Robbins, you would have had that, you would have had the ice cream, but you will never know that the 31 is there. But you are staring at it. They do not want every customer to know. Okay. They do not want every customer to know. Okay. This is exactly what is subliminal coding. Okay. This is exactly what is subliminal coding. Are you able to get it? Okay. So this is one of the more powerful types of advertisement. This this explains how like you were subliminally coded when you were young.
Do ultra luxury products use this kind of advertising?
Amazon uses this. You know that, right? A to Z. Okay, with a smile. Okay, you are able to get any particular product A to Z with a smile. Okay, that's exactly what is the subliminal messaging all about. Subliminal messaging works in multiple ways. Okay, subliminal messaging works in multiple ways. Okay, so only thing is that, okay, for example, why is a Coca-Cola bottle, okay, more like, you know, two bottles you keep together, you get the shape of a woman. Okay, the gap, okay, gives the body shape of a woman. Okay, so multiple things are there. Okay, so there is one very good documentary on subliminal advertisements. Okay, go and watch it. You'll know how much, okay, you have been manipulated. And, okay, when you were very, very young. Okay, there's a nice 1.5 hours documentary. Okay, but you got the point. Are you able to get it? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, the last one type of advertisement, yes.
How do we choose which type of advertisement?
See, I am here to teach you different types of advertisement. One advertisement itself will have multiple things. Okay, for example, there is one advertisement in Masters Union. Okay, which you would not have missed at all. Can you tell me what is it? Definitely there's no possibility of missing this particular advertisement.
The idea is.
So the idea. What nonsense. Here inside Masters Union campus, there is one advertisement which you will never miss. Where is that advertisement?
Founders.
There is one case. Okay. Where? Do you know which is the advertisement?
Cyber NPS. Okay, yes.
Oh yeah, this got
yes.
Now, if you look at it, okay, the girls will not be even able to understand this problem. Okay, guys do not even know where to pee. They pee everywhere apart from the pot. Okay, entering into a guy's toilet, it is like a literal trauma. Okay, now if you look at it, this became very popular during the 2010 and a football World Cup that happened in South Africa. Imagine like a 20 million people descending into a country and like a peeing continuously. Okay, I'm saying you are actually swimming in like a urine. Okay, in order to go on like a pee. Okay, so what did they do in order to reduce this trauma? Okay, so they put a football inside the urinal. Now the thing is that you have to pee and score a goal. Okay, the moment you score the goal, okay, water will flush out. Okay, and then like the ball will come out. Okay, the next person will have to pee and score a goal. This is exactly how this setup was like kept. Okay. Why? Because when you are in the toilet, what do? You're not looking anywhere, okay? And like you're just looking straight up. Okay, as simple as that, right? Now you put an advertisement there, or put a football there. Okay, what will happen? You'll never miss that. Okay, the posh advertisement in the toilet. Okay, it was earlier there, now they have removed it. Okay, just above like the toilet, okay, there will be the posh advertisement. Okay, whoever has disturbed you, okay, you come and like contact these particular numbers. Okay, so that is exactly what is a captive advertisement. You are a captured audience. Okay, for that 45 seconds to 1 minute, you are not moving anywhere. Okay, that advertisement will definitely hit you. Okay, so I was like saying, Ola, Uber does not know how to make money. Okay, inside put an advertisement. Okay, they will be able to make more money. I don't know who heard that. Okay, like in Ola, they recently started 2 years back. Okay, they are like trying to like do a captive advertisement. Now all these advertisements are there. I talked about some 10 different types of advertisement. Covered advertisement is all your product placements that we have seen. I'm not going to. All these are the different types of advertisements. Okay, now which is the best type of advertisement? That I cannot say. Okay, but each advertisement works in different situations. Okay, so that is the point of advertising. Okay, that is the point of advertising. Apart from this, I told you there are 70 plus types of advertisements. Okay, 70 plus types of advertisements. Okay, regular ads, guerrilla, ambush, social, user generated content. Covered advertisement, I told you. A covered advertisement is an advertisement, okay, where all your so-called product placements, okay. For example, between 1994 and 2004, Friends, okay, aired, okay. They did a beautiful research on what was the consumption pattern before 1994 and post 2004. Okay, and they had said in 10 years, okay, the American consumption pattern was drastically increased by Friends. Okay, why? Because there's so much of product placement, they did it in Friends, okay, without the consumers even knowing that. Okay, so that is exactly what is the covert advertisement, subliminal, surrogate, comparative advertisement. Okay, and something that I have not shown. Peer-based advertisement I told. Okay, what is the comparative advertisement? In India, you cannot do a comparative advertisement, especially you cannot compare two brands on the basis of their brand name. But outside the country, you can do it. How many of you have seen this?
Yes. This is the entire fight.
That's it. Okay. So the thing is, this is a typical example of a comparative advertisement. In India, you can.
You also had that ad from where it was
Yeah. So of course, I told you, right? Okay, the smart car advertisement I told you. Okay. So in India, you can do it creatively. Okay, you can do it creatively, but you cannot do a direct comparative advertisement like this. Why? Because then the Advertising Commission of India will step in, okay, and they will.
इस बार अगर मैं सोसाइटी इलेक्शन जीता तो सर्दी के मौसम से जमे पानी के पाइप बदल दूंगा और
गुप्ता जी मिसेस से कह के पहले अपनी चाय बदल लीजिए। मौसम बदलते ही आपको सर्दी खांसी जो हो जाती है। रेड लेबल नेचुरल केयर चाय लीजिए। इसमें है तुलसी, अदरक, मुलेठी जैसे तत्व जो आपको दे 3 गुना ज्यादा इम्यूनिटी।
रिव्यू दैट
So this advertisement was actually banned. Okay, why? Because you cannot, okay, show your competitor's name by the brand name or the logo. Horlicks and Complan also did this. Okay, the taller, stronger, sharper campaign. Okay, then that also got banned. Okay, so if you're calling your like a competitor by your brand name or like logos, okay, when it is very clear that it is them, okay, then it will be banned. Otherwise, you can creatively do it. Apple versus BlackBerry, you can easily do this. Okay, so that is exactly what is a comparative advertisement. Be it these are 10, 12 types of advertisements I had talked about. There are other types of advertisements that are there. Okay, what is the purpose of advertisements? Advertisements give the highest reach. Okay, highest reach. The per consumer, okay, spend on advertisement, okay, it's very minimal. Okay, now if you look at it, okay, if you look at it, why do we use advertisement? Okay, why do we use advertisement? Or like typically, if you look at it, is this the only type of awareness creation? No. Advertisements is only one tool of awareness creation out of all promotion. And okay, advertisements is just only one tool. What are the other tools of awareness creation? There are other tools of awareness creation. Okay, what are they? What are they? So you have something called as PR. PR is different. PR is more about managing credibility. Okay, now if you look at what are the other tools of awareness creation, okay, you can like have a billboard, then you can have newspaper pamphlets. What else? You can have, if it is a B2B, you can have trade fairs and exhibitions. You can have events, direct mails. Of course, events and sponsorships come together. Okay, tele-shopping. How many of you know about this particular channel, right? What is the name of the channel? Apta. Apta, right? Apta. Okay. So tele-shopping. What are the other things? Okay. What are other things? Okay. So almost all sort of newspaper advertisements. Okay, all the kind of newspaper ads. Now, billboards. Okay, now all these things are there. Now, if you look at it, how do we classify them? Broadly, these are classified into two categories. Okay, there is something called, this is something that like you will start to hear in the industry. One is called as ATL, the other one is called as BTL. The second, then there's a third thing called as TTL. It's called as the through the line. Okay. What is above the line? What is below the line? And what is through the line? What is above the line? Tell me. All your advertisements are called as above the line. Okay. Why? if you're able to reach a mass audience, okay, then they are called as above the line. Okay, that is exactly at least now how the industry pretends. Okay, if you're able to reach a mass audience, okay, then it is called as above the line. If you're able to reach a specific audience, okay, then that is what is called as a below the line. Okay. Oh, but my only question is, where is the line? Okay, that is the thing, right? Okay, whether it is prime meridian or equator, nobody knows. Okay, now why was this ATL and BTL, okay, came into B? Okay, typically, if you look at it, if suppose a product is not selling properly, you have to blame someone. Who will you blame? Typically, show like how above the line works, like if at all, okay, somebody from a very higher management has to approve things, then that is what is called as above the line marketing. Somebody, okay, from the lower management, where the salesperson or like somebody, the area sales manager can approve it and it can be run at a very local level, then that is what is called as below the line. Okay, suppose if a product is not selling properly, the BTL guys will say, boss, BTL we did beautifully, ATL fucked up. Okay, the top management will say, boss, ATL we did everything doing very well, boss. BTL did not like work. Okay, they did not like do their job. This is exactly how the blame game was always done in the industry. Okay, this is how like ATL and BTL was first defined. ATL was defined as something like which is approved by the senior management. BTL was something that is localized. Okay, but today, can we like reach an entire Delhi NCR using a pamphlet? Can you? You can. If you are willing to spend that much amount of money, you can still do that. Okay. At the same time, can I custom make advertisements to every particular user with the advent of AI today? Then like, where is this ATL BTL? You said it is about mass and specific, but today like advertisement can be more specific as well, and you can still like do a mass, okay, reach using some of the BTL elements. This is where something called as TTL came, through the line. Okay, now what is through the line? Okay, boss, it is all about having a 360-degree promotion. I do not care about like whether it is above the line or below the line. You have to touch the consumers at different touch points. Okay, be it social media, be it the regular media, the traditional media, be it like events. Now, suppose like if I'm going to start like a watch brand, I have to show a regular advertisement, the traditional media. Okay, I have to show things from the social media. In social media itself, there is something called as earned media, paid media. Okay. I'm not going to talk about all of those things. Okay. So, everything is needed. Okay, that is why this concept called as through the line has come up. Okay, boss, you reach the consumer 360 degrees. I do not care. Okay, only thing is that you have to ensure that like a boss, this particular person and okay is able to know about my particular product, and of course whether the sales happens or not, that's a secondary thing. Are you able to get it? Any questions? Are you able to get it? Why all of you are so dead tired? Okay, is it that boring or like you're all like super tired?
Thank you.
I'm scared. Okay, you're just not asking any questions. Okay, but are you able to get this? Okay, today like it has been pretended that like ATL is mass. Okay, BTL is like a specific. It is not. Okay, that is why like we are going for something called as through the line. Any questions? Any questions? So I will ask you. Okay, suppose if you have to sell Masters Union. Okay, how will you sell? What all advertisements you people saw? There was ATL, there was BTL as well. Okay, above the line was there. Okay, where was the below the line?
Product specifically, for each ad that I've seen of Masters in as well.
No, that's okay, boss, but I am talking most about BGP Bharat. Below the line also. Below the line? Podcast. Video. Podcast, okay, then. Podcast also somewhat like about, that's why like I do not want to. What are the other things that did? Events, then the typical salesperson coming and talking to you, any shopping, okay, the sales call, that is also a part of the awareness creation only. And of course, it can lead to purchase inducement. Okay, everything. Okay,
Yes, sir.
So all these things, okay, okay, are done, okay, in order to create awareness. And see, imagine, okay, we did all the shit, okay, above the line. We ran so many social media campaigns. Below the line, we went and did different nakra in the first batch. Okay, different nakra. Nobody gave a bow. Everybody said fuck off. Okay, it was $200,000, even $450,000 for what? Traveling in 7 countries. So who are you? You are a complete nobody. Nobody was willing to even spend a single penny on us. I myself did 10, 12 events and different. I went to Dubai, Singapore to teach and all these other stuff. Okay, of course, students came, they liked the classes, but they were not willing to pay that much amount of fees. What did we do? So that's when we brought it as daily. That one video of NAS Daily went viral. Okay, we spent so much amount of money with NAS Daily. We offered 2 seats for him so that he can give it to any student. And I think Pratha might have paid him 1 or 2 crores for promotion. We got 63,000 applications. That one video went viral. We got 63,000 applications. Okay, 5,000, 6,000 people apply for the master's program without knowing that this is an undergraduate program. Okay, so that's when we also thought, okay, boss, we can start a master's program as well. And we had to pick 120 students from that 63,000 applications. And these are exceptional kids. So, when you're saying that, boss, I'm going to come up with a promotion plan, we do not know how things will work. Until and unless we do a proper A/B testing, okay, we do not know how things will work. Okay, this is where you have to pull in every particular tool in your kitty to do that. For example, that one video, okay, it pulled these many people, right? What are the other things? The advertising was very perfect. Okay, advertising was very, very, very perfect. Okay, see, execution will have hundreds of issues. We are in that together. Okay, yes, of course, somewhere it could have been a bit more perfect. Okay, and that is exactly how it will be perfected for subsequent things. Okay, but the advertising, the awareness creation was created in the best possible manner. And whatever the other things are, I enjoy teaching PGP Bharat. Why? Because okay, the reciprocity from this particular class is much, much better. Okay, compared to say, let's see if I'm walking into an SPM. Or walk into the executive program. That itself shows that you are slightly better of the entire lot that applies. And for the first program, that is a very big good achievement. Okay, the only thing is that we have to ensure that you do not go out with the biased remorse. Okay, but the advertising was perfect. The awareness creation, and somewhere sitting in some corner of India, you got to see this particular thing come on you, right? Okay, whether they promoted it and they might not have spent a lot of money also, okay, but the awareness was there, okay, it was a lot more of an immersive advertisement as well. Okay, boss, enough awareness is there, but not a single person is joining. Then what do you do? There is enough awareness about your brand, everybody knows about your brand, but not a single person is buying your brand. What do you do? No. Our message is perfect. It is resonating. Everybody is watching the advertisement, liking the advertisement. Okay. But nobody is buying your particular brand. What do you do then? Okay. So that is well. Okay. It is imperative that it is not about awareness creation. The second thing is also very, very important. It is not just about you create awareness. You should also try to induce purchases. How to do that? Practice. See, after a 5 minutes break. Go. I need to start the practice with the reading. How do you do? Participate in investment of the
Been seeing my face.
Yeah, but look at the
इसके देखते हैं इतना गंदा क्या हुआ खेलता है
How execution is easily accessible to you. Ramesh on a go for it. Go for it.
This everything is already done.
Not that big, yeah.
नहीं तो फिर राहुल
It's a market people are solving for.
not speaking. That is the thing is.
सही लोगों के हाथ में चलते
We told him to join.
हम कर रहे हैं इससे तुम्हारे बाल लॉन्गेटिव ऐसा कोई नहीं कह रहा
आधा घंटा
स्प्रे लगाया
4 चीजें चल रही है
करना हो ऐसे ही
3 घंटे ट्रैवल है मेरा पास गोल्स डबल गोल्ड $1 मिलियन कमा ले उसके बाद
तुम ये बोलोगे चलो डॉक्टरी की पढ़ाई
क्या देख रहे हो भाई कैसे कंटेंट क्या ये कुछ
without business also like people think fun every day. No, it's not. It's very execution.
हाँ वो तो देखिए
Really boring.
मतलब मेल देखा है कि मेल आया है मेल के अंदर क्या वो नहीं देखा मेल देख लिया कर लेंगे पढ़ लेंगे
like
तो है ही समरीज देने के लिए
take care of us मैच
It's all unskilled.
मुश्किल क्या हुआ टारगेट ज्यादा नहीं है
4 बार समझाते हैं भाई तेरी सारी मार
बहन जो बोलते हैं अब नहीं इसकी मैं पहले आउट इसने बोला उससे पहले आउट
Water is not good.
और ये आर्चर क्या कर रहा है 3 मैचेस उसने फर्स्ट बॉल पे रिकॉर्ड किया है हां
ले ली
हां गोल तो है हां साइफर्ड 0-1 एंड अगर मैं जीतो तो क्वालिफाई किया 0.1 नहीं बनाने के लिए
Yes, easy for you because there is no one talking about marketing. Camry
रघुवंशी को ले जाओ कर दे संपूर्ण रघुवंशी को
ये सब
इशू है के आर का तो ज्यादा बॉलिंग ही गंदी
extract आते हैं
अब से सारे मैच में जीतो तो भी नहीं आ रहे
आरसीबी समझाया क्या अपने आप को
फिर आपको ये तो एक पॉइंट इनका गलती से पानी के कारण कि आपके साथ हमारा भी
वो चलो मस्त डाला था तुम लोगों ने एक पॉइंट पानी में गया
मैं मानता हूँ वो हमारे लिए पंजाब के लिए नजर पट्टू है चलो कोई बात मतलब वो होता है ना
एडजस्ट हो जाता है
वो नजर ना लगे वैसा 1 पॉइंट माइनस हो रखा है नजर नहीं लग रही है तो पॉइंट्स टेबल पे ना सही नहीं लगता 10 पॉइंट 5 मैच
लेकिन आगे जाके ये जो रेन वाला गेम होता है वो बहुत कम आते हैं उसके कारण एक वो डिफरेंस रह जाता है उसके कारण आपका नेट रन रेट का कम इशू आता है
बट अभी तक पंजाब का जो मुझे दिक्कत लगती है वो ये है कि अब जो सारे मैच जीते इन्होंने चेजिंग पहले बैटिंग अभी तक नहीं हुई
एड्रेस डाल दिया पैनल भी नहीं होती
मशीन अगर बॉडी हो ना तो हो जाएगा
अरे उसमें देखते हैं
Similarly for me
in this way the issues are always there maybe an interesting thing like tell me like what again we have a product like it's already there no product that's fine okay but what is the product training is a product See that that's another way of
The buyers are the kids, not the talking about it. Okay, but why will the elder be usage? Wants their I know that lots of people nobody wants to feel the pain also, but putting it in 5 weeks is the reality. You must sell it. Just sell it once.
That's not the place typically. Okay, as simple as that. Then the two people like large deals. Okay, you have to talk business. Okay, it's not most getting sales.
Four and five factors have to be taken care of in the occupation business. What's the issue?
Then like you'll not be able to. That is the thing. If you want to sell something, then the people can go. Okay, where are you from? Andhra, okay, somewhere South India. Get lost.
वहाँ पर KPMG में तो कॉपी करके ऑलरेडी पेस्ट कर सकते
Zero itself is zero product for you. There's no right. That's the only thing. But getting a zero there will be a lot of misinterpretation. That's the problem.
It's not about the toys also, normal toys. Cars, anything which give it a you are the second dollar. You want to after the class I will just follow. I'm giving my reference. Because you have a product ready, you have to take a second yes. Okay, move away. So you want to talk yes. That is very, like, honestly, I'm telling you, that's the safer option.
ये तो उसका है ना कल दिखा रहा था मुझे ये ना हार्दिक तुम लोग टीम ये पता लगेगा देखने में तो एक्सपेंसिव लग रही है अच्छी लग रही है फोटो में तो मैं कुछ नहीं बता सकता क्या 1000-1500 अगर बहुत अच्छी क्वालिटी हुई तो वो लाइन
वेबसाइट पे मैंने तो सोच रही थी उस लाइन में जाने का
वेबसाइट अच्छी होनी चाहिए पैकेजिंग अच्छी होनी चाहिए ब्रांड अच्छा होना चाहिए मतलब बट ये बहुत ही कम सेगमेंट नीश जैसे हमारा है वैसे ही तुम्हारा नीश ही है
Because the market price already. Okay, the problem is okay.
पैकेजिंग so these so on and the packaging देख में तो क्या कुछ के सेट पैकेजिंग
The funny thing is that we get
सफर सर क्या कर रहा है मतलब कहाँ मारा मैंने कितना बड़ा स्टार्ट में मारा बाजार के कितना क्या कर रहा है मुझे लगी है ज्यादा कहाँ मारूं
okay, boss, you can explain things I will give you the understand. Okay, these are two different ways, right? Okay, that is the only thing. The totality in the value. Yes, Mr.
आज इनको दिखाया था ना फोटो देख लो तुम्हारा कॉस्ट कैसे बैठ गया 500 रुपए से वो पूरा मैथ करके बताया था कि कितनी प्रोडक्ट की प्राइस वो तो दाम पे खरीदने का बंदा बैठा है बट ये 2000 की बेच रहा हूँ 500 वाला भी बैठा है 10,000 वाला भी लेने वाले बैठे हैं राइट बंदे तक पहुंच ऐसा नहीं है कैप्स 15,000 की भी बिकती है 20,000 की भी कैप होती है बट वो ब्रांड की होती है सही बनता है मैं वो कोई टारगेटिंग वैसे करनी पड़ती है हमारा वही कस्टमर हो जो इतने की ले पाए हमारा सेट कर छोटे में वीडियो बना रहे हैं गैलेरिया में जाके बेचेंगे बड़ा तुम तो 19 आ जाता वहीं तेरे को बुला रही है पूरी वीडियो में मैं क्या बता ये तो कहना है देख सुन के हुआ ना तो मैंने
ये क्या हो रहा है? Say what is class number?
हाँ बता दे भाई क्या हो रहा है
इसमें क्या देखो ये कहता ले जा ये देखने को कह रहा था मैं इतनी देर तो भाई मैं क्या कहता हूँ जब के घाटवार जब अच्छी बात है भाई कितना बहुत हो रहा है लेकिन ये जैकेट अगर होता ना मैं ही दे देता फाड़ दिया ऐसे
There was a
5 minutes. That's what I wanted.
so the Lexi's podcast that was something which Pratham did it. Where he promoted Lexi's sandwich. Where Pratham promoted
That's a cover.
वो enable करना है. Did you enable bot? Bot ढूंढना है अभी.
पेज डाल दिया ना उसे.
What advertisement? You have your father's business. Take some money and put it here.
तब तक उसे कर दे link in bio. उसमें the link that we have right now in bio, our वो वाला link, not our product page. सीधे उसको redirect करना है product page. 30 जाना है. That is our home page. That is actually our swallow.in वाला. I'm saying instead of that we should link it to our product page.
How much flat are you looking at?
मेरे पास है. But can you give me Shopify की details उसमें कोई बस positive Shopify go to market.
You put your own money and
50% of the time Shopify का Spotify करता है. कोई बात नहीं. I don't care.
ऑनलाइन गो 30 but मैंने खुद देनी
Wednesday तक आ जाएगा.
कोरोना भी कर रहा
become a partner.
Become a partner. Investing is about 80 years.
We don't care but we do.
परिमल कल रात
क्या बोल रहा था? मैं क्या बोला?
अच्छा सर
मैं कोई
नहीं अपना शॉट नहीं है अपना शॉट है वही डाल
क्या चल रहा है?
पंजाब आरसीबी
सही है। मुंबई कहाँ पे है? CSK?
How much money is this? What brand is this?
This is daily out.
Concern
of the
this much.
sir, that finger got touched and it.
समझ आ गया What are you doing?
बस हो गया
ये प्रद्युमन There is no need to say sorry to me, okay? Like you don't say sorry to them.
Then they deserve it, sir.
Coffee, yo. It's fine. You are using the break for the.
What class is this? This is why they don't think anything inside the classroom. Go, clean it up properly. Okay, let's start.
I have to ask a question. The advertisement done by Kit Kat nowadays, what is that? Stolen. They said tons of chocolate habits even from the factories.
That is like okay, some form of a public relations that they are trying to do. Okay, we'll talk to peers. Okay, more.
And then every brand followed up on that.
Oh, that's like complete nonsense. Okay, they wanted to like rack up the prices.
They have made a website where they're saying if you have bought this lot of chocolate, that is stolen one contact us. So everyone is purchasing it, scanning the barcode and sending it.
That is some form of guerrilla marketing that they are doing. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, great. Listen. Okay, boss, everybody knows about your brand, but nobody is purchasing your brand. What do you do then? Discount. Okay, so what do you do then? You have to make sure, okay, the consumer buys the brand, right? Okay, and that is exactly where we are going to look at purchase inducement. The other name for purchase inducement is nothing but sales inducement, right? Now, how do you do a purchase inducement? Purchase inducement is done by two ways. Okay, the first one. Basically, in purchase inducement, what you should do, you have to give an incentive. Okay, you have to give an incentive to the individuals to purchase. Now, who should you incentivize? Okay, if you are going to incentivize the consumer, or you have to incentivize the salesperson. Yes or no? You have to incentivize someone. If you either you incentivize the consumer or you incentivize the salesperson or the retailer, right? Now, if you are going to incentivize the consumer, then that is what is called as consumer promotions. This is what is called as consumer promotion. See, understand, advertisement is a very small part of promotion. Okay, all of you think that promotion means advertisement. It is not. This is what is called as consumer promotion. If you are going to incentivize the consumers, then that is what is called as consumer promotion. If you are going to incentivize the salesperson, then that is what is called as sales promotion. Okay. That is what is called as sales promotion. If you are going to incentivize the consumer, then it is consumer promotion. If you are going to incentivize the salesperson, then that is what is called as a sales promotion. Okay. Now let's try to understand what is the consumer promotion. Okay. Means first, consumer knows about your products, but they are not buying it. What do you do? Up to that moment, okay, give some incentive for the consumer to buy it. Yes, of course, discount is one thing, but that's the last thing that you have to do. Okay, what are all the different types of consumer promotion? There are more than 20 types of consumer promotions. I will talk about some 15, 20. Okay, so more than 50 types of consumer promotions are there. We'll talk about like some 15, 20. Okay, the first type of consumer promotion. Okay, what is it? It's called as premiums. Okay, what is premiums? Okay, premiums is different from premium. Okay, there's a yes here. Okay, what is it? Now, how many of you have purchased a Boost or a Milo when you were young? Or forced people to purchase, forced your mom to buy? Why? Why the Boost bat? Cricket bat. As simple as that. Okay, cricket bat. Okay, see. Okay, so Boost is one of the most horrific drinks. Okay, Milo is far worse. It's an adult drink actually. Okay, it means like it's too much of a cocoa. Children hate Milo. Okay, now you said that discount, right? Discount is the last thing. Suppose, listen, Boost is the secret of my energy, Sachin's energy, whatever energy. Okay, now if the price of the Boost packet is say 150 rupees per kg, and if you're going to reduce this price from 150 and you're making it 120, means it's very difficult to go up. That is why discounts is the last thing that you do. Instead of which, if I'm going to take this Boost package, 150 and keep the price. Okay, but I'm going to give a cricket bat free. The price of this cricket bat will be 10 rupees or 20 rupees. Okay, the making of this particular. But what is the price of this? What is the value of this particular cricket bat for the kid? What is the value? It is priceless. Okay, believe me. Okay, you get the cricket bat, I get first batting. As simple as that. Oh, but if I get out now, I'm going home. Okay, my mother is calling me. I have done all of this nakra. Okay, so the thing is that because like you'll say, boss, like, and you can say like if you get out now, then boss, it's trials. Okay, as simple as that. You will say 100 things. Why? Because but the moment we get the cricket bat, we will not take it. We will stick there and like put 100 nails on it. Okay, so that like it is sturdy. Okay, because it's a useless thing. Okay, for one particular thing, the bat will break into two. Okay, because that's exactly like what premiums are. Okay, Milo. Okay, you buy a Milo, what happens? Okay, you get that Glass, okay. So, and just for the glass, okay, you'll go buy a Milo, okay. Surf Excel, okay, you get like a lot of buckets free, okay, that like and Reliance, retail, okay, one of the worst things, okay, buy for more than 10,000 rupees grocery, they give you a kadai. A house had 113 kadais. That is after giving like 4 cents to the maid. Okay, so this is what is premiums. Are you able to get it?
Yes.
Yes. For example, Cheetos used to have those Tazos, right? Remember? Okay, all these are example, and Kinder Joy, that's the toys. All these are example of premiums. All these are example of premiums. Are you able to get it?
Kinder Joy is toy part of the product.
Yes, but it's still premiums are for see. It's all about inducing purchases. Okay, that purchase can be an immediate purchase, or the purchase can be induced later. But tell me, what is your favorite car?
G-Wagon.
Okay, they have one. Suppose you are going to a car show, okay, an exhibition, and what do? They give you certain goodies. Okay, so they give you a keychain with a G-Wagon logo. What is it? Our boy will keep this. Oh, boss, whenever I'm going to buy a car, it's going to be a G-Wagon, G-Wagon, G-Wagon. That is exactly what is a premium. Premium is not about purchase inducement immediately. Can be for a future purchase inducement also, you give premiums. Are you able to get it? Okay, master student. The moment you got in, okay, they gave you a lot of the goodie kit was sent, right? That would be worth only 300 rupees. You idiot, I will say, oh, great. Okay, wonderful. Even if it's a 3,000 rupee kit. A lot of people would have got the admission letters, okay, but only 60 of you converted, right? Why? Okay, because the kit was felt good by you people only. Okay, as simple as that. A lot of people get the kit and say, "Was I will not pay the fees?" It's okay. That can also happen, but this can induce purchases. Are you able to get it?
It has to be outside the product, or it can be.
It can be inside the product also. Okay, it can be inside the product. Are you able to get it? Okay, yeah. This is what is premiums. Okay, boss, then like what is? The next one is all about your BOGO. Okay, there's something called the bundling. What is bundling? Okay, buy 3 for the price of 2. Let us say now so 75 rupees, 75 rupees, 75 rupees. But you say that it costs buy 3 for 150 rupees. Okay, this one is called a bundling. BOGO, buy 1 get 1. Okay, is the type of a bundling. Buy 1 get 2. Believe you not even believe. Once I went to Reliance trends, and they had this crazy offer: buy 1 get 5 free. Okay, I do not know what sort of clearance was it, but like I got like 3 t-shirts. The price of the t-shirts was like 1,600 or something. Buy 1 get 5 free. Okay, I got 18 t-shirts. Okay, for the price of 3. Okay, I know it was 1,000 rupees or something. So 3,000 rupees it was okay. Like 100 rupees per t-shirt, like 150 rupees per t-shirt, it was worth. Okay, this is what is called as bundling. Okay, then there is something called as sampling. Sampling. Okay, what is it? Okay,
Miniature of it.
perfume sampling. Okay, ice cream. You go give a sample. Suppose Lay's as like a classic
MBA master class.
salty. Okay. And it's not a sample as something on trials. Okay, so there's a 20 rupee packet. Now they want to introduce a tangy tomato. Okay, so what they will do? They will introduce a tangy tomato for 5 rupees. Okay, but that will be attached to the classic salty thing. Okay, this is also a type of sampling. Okay, yes, MBA classes. Okay, now a car you cannot give a sample, right? And you're looking at a car, you cannot give a sample. So what do? You give a test drive or a trials. Okay, so premiums, bundling, sampling, and of course, other discounts. Right? What are the other things? Okay, what are the other things? And let's see, just I'm writing it here. Coupons, vouchers, cashbacks.
Our coupons and vouchers.
Oh, coupons. Okay. See the coupons. If you look at it, it is for like the subsequent purchases. Okay. Vouchers can be anything. Okay. Yes. Vouchers can be easy. Yes. Okay. Coupons, vouchers, cashbacks. Okay. Return policy. If you have a good return policy and buybacks, what is the meaning of it? Okay. Return policy. Okay. You go to US or like UK or Europe. You take any part of Europe. You can go and buy any electronic item. Okay. And you can keep it for a 28-day period. Okay. And after that, you can go and return it if you do not like it. Okay, the only thing is that the product should be in the right condition and you have to have the bill. Okay, you can go and get store credits, you can buy another product or you can get the money also back. Okay, typically you can buy another product. Okay, they will take it without any questions asked. Okay, Pura Europe it is there. Now what happens? Okay, when you're going to buy this particular product, okay, when you're going to buy this particular product, the moment you have had it for 20 days, okay, or 25 days, what happens? There is something called as an endowment effect kicks in. Okay, for example, anybody who has a music instrument, who's a music instrument player here in this class, what is it? Guitar. Okay, when did you buy your first guitar? 11. Okay, do you still have it? Oh, you sold it. It broke. Oh, it's fine. And okay, suppose like, do you have a current guitar? How much will you sell it for? You won't. Why? That is exactly what is endowment effect. Why? Because it is a part of me. I have made memories. Okay. So that is what is endowment effect. And the endowment effect will kick in. Okay. How many of you watched this House Up movie? One of my favorites. Okay. It's a very, very good movie. Actually, do you know it is the story of a real person?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. There is an actually up house. How many of you know about that? This is actually not a guy, it's actually a lady. Okay, and she had this. This was the original place, okay, which was next to two corporate houses, and they offered a huge amount of money to buy this house. Okay, but she said I cannot sell it. Why? Because I have her husband passed away in that house, and she had beautiful memories here. After so that's why like when she died, okay, they put the balloons. Okay, so this is what is the endowment effect. So return policy works because endowment effect will kick in. Okay, that is the reason why like the moment you bought it, okay, and keep it for some time, okay, you'll not like sell it to anyone else. Okay, you'll not sell it to anyone else. So if you are able to craft the right return policy, okay, all these are consumer purchase things. First, have a nice return policy. If you do not like it, take it, just take it. After 4 weeks, you can return it. 100-day return policy. Okay, so cashbacks, vouchers, coupons. Okay, then like what are the other things? You also have other scratch cards. Okay, scratch cards. Then like you have spin the wheel. Now these work. If you look at scratch cards, okay, and your the spinning wheels, okay, loyalty points, okay. Then what are the other things? Loyalty points, okay. Processor. Just thinking what is the theoretical base of it. Okay. Credit card reward points. So if you look at scratch cards and of course credit card points are all these things are there. Scratch cards and spin a wheel, they work on something called as a variable reinforcement effect. Okay, because if you look at the scratch cards, you know something is coming, but you do not know what is coming. Okay, yes, that's what keeps it like a lot, and it's a variable ratio reinforcement effect. Okay, that is the psychology behind it. Okay, because I will know that like some money is going to come. Okay, that's why like you still keep on scratching the Paytm things. Okay, it will like hardly 1 point, 2.5 points, but still like you will sometimes you will have like 300 points come up. What is it? Kind of a thing. Okay, but you would have purchased that kind of a thing, but that will what will reflect as a point, but you would have forgotten it, and then you'll keep on scratching it, right? Okay, so this is where variable ratio reinforcement effect. That is the thing that plays on. Okay, Then like apart from this, okay, what are all the other any particular type of a consumer promotion you are going to give, okay, so that like you can induce that particular purchase at that particular moment. Okay, at that particular moment. Okay, so whatever it is, okay, any particular cash backs, okay, of course, cash backs we have talked about. Okay, now all these things are a type of a consumer promotion. All these are typical examples of consumer promotion. Are you able to get it? Any questions? Okay, are you able to get it? Any questions? Yes?
Memberships.
Huh?
Memberships.
What do you mean by memberships?
So how do you memberships?
Memberships in a restaurant.
Can premium be like premiums free or can they be bought?
Premiums. No, premiums are usually meatless, okay, but they cannot be bought out separately as simple as such. You have to get the product to get the premiums.
For example, buy a G wagon, you have certain vehicles before we buy it. So what kind of promotion is that?
No, see, that is not promotion. Okay, that is like that is more about like getting a membership status inside. Okay, that's a different story. Okay, yes. Any questions? Okay, got it. So all these, any type of an incentive you are going to give to the consumer, okay, so they will come under the consumer promotion. Okay. Now what is the sales promotion? Any type of an incentive that you are going to give to the salesperson. So that is exactly what is called as a sales promotion. If you look at sales promotion again is of two types. Sales promotion is of two types. What is it? The first one is called as an intrinsic motivator based sales promotion. The second one is called an extrinsic motivation based sales promotion. Okay, now what is this intrinsic and extrinsic? The motivators are of two types. I've taught you, right? Extrinsic motivators are nothing but monetary in nature. Anything that is monetary in nature. Okay, intrinsic ones are non-monetary in nature. Extrinsic sales promotions are always monetary in nature. Intrinsic sales promotions are like a non-monetary in nature. Now, what are all the different types of an extrinsic sales promotions? Okay, see, any type of an incentive you are going to give to the salesperson or the retailers. First thing is all about margins. Give more margins. Give him 30%. He will come and say, "Boss, I'll give you 33%." Okay, then there is something called the slotting fee. What's the slotting fees? Okay, when you are like in a shop, okay, to put your product at a specific eyesight of the customer, okay, you pay a fee. So I like, boss, like I'll give you more slotting fee. Put my particular product there, as simple as that. Then gifts. Give the retailer a lot of gifts. Okay, then. And if you are a salesperson, then give him bonuses, commissions, ESOPs is a type of a sales promotion. Are you able to get it? All these things, okay, whatever, okay, monetary incentive that you are going to give to the salesperson to push your product, they are called as a extrinsic motivator and based on sales promotions. Okay, and what are the intrinsic? Okay, not intrinsic, intrinsic.
Awards,
of course.
recognition.
Intrinsic motivators. What are they? The first one is of course the awards. Okay, best salesperson of the month. Okay, then recognitions. Director's Office Award. Okay, one award they give. Now I cannot even get to that award. Okay, because I have become the director. Okay, I am giving the award to somebody else. Okay, it's useless. Okay, but like that's fine. Awards, recognitions. Okay, then certifications. All of you get all the certifications, right? Or best student of the year, or whatever crap. Everything is like an intrinsic in nature. Awards, recognitions, promotions. Non-monetary promotion, which I always get. Okay, so like they made me a dean, and that's a demotion. Okay, that's a fine. Now, if you look at it, awards, recognitions, certifications, promotions, all these things. Okay, which are intrinsic in nature, which I will do it because like I want to get this recognition. As simple as that, right? Now, can there be a combination of an intrinsic and an extrinsic motivator? Yes. That is what is called as a reward. Okay. P&G does this. Okay. Every year, P&G, okay, selects the top 50 retailers of the country, okay, and gives them a certification that like you're the top 50 retailer, and that is actually a very extraordinary certificate to get. Okay, it actually enhances their like status in the society, kind of a thing. And what they do, they also give a 7-week all paid expenses, okay, to for a trip to like Switzerland or like say Thailand. Okay, the only problem is they send us with their family. Okay, so you cannot go and enjoy it. Okay, so intrinsic plus an extrinsic motivator, then they are called as rewards. So any particular thing, okay, any particular incentive that you are going to give, okay, you are going to give, okay, to the salesperson or like to the retailer so that they can push your product. So that is what is called as okay, sales promotion. Are you able to get it? Okay, now let me ask you a simple question. How can a retailer run a promotion of the brand without the brand approving it? What is the meaning of it? Can the retailer, okay, run a particular promotion, okay, means give a particular promotion incentive to the customer to sell the product without the brand approving it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes. Okay, the only thing is that, okay, if the brand is not a very big, for Amazon, multiple cases, Amazon runs a promotion, okay, without the brand approving it. You cannot do anything because Amazon you cannot harvest. But some brands, okay, which can like almost this. For example, Flipkart, when they did the first Big Billion Day, you know what they did? Okay, so what they did was they had the Flipkart Big Billion Day. Okay, on the day everybody they had thumb drives for ₹1 and all this other stuff. On the day there was a Samsung and Tab, okay, the Galaxy Tab. The price of this was 59,999. On that day, okay, they gave 100 such tabs for 9,999 rupees. Samsung tabs, okay, on Big Billion Day, so that they can like, get the footfall of this particular customers. Okay? So we come to their particular. And do you know what Samsung did? Samsung and actually went and blacklisted Flipkart for 2 years. The brand value dilutes like crazy. Are you able to get it? Because for the customer, how do you know what was like a Flipkart's argument? Flipkart said, boss, I am purchasing this to you, from you for 60,000 rupees only. But I am giving a promotion. I am giving a consumer promotion. I am selling it for 10,000 rupees. Okay. So if at all a brand, okay, does not approve this, then this becomes something called as a category killer or a brand killer strategy. Okay, this is what becomes something called as a brand killing or a category killing strategy. Okay, and there are some category killers that are there. Brands will never sell to them. Okay, now these are called as the category killers. Or a brand killer. Okay, typically, he's like already prepared to leave. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I'll send you fast. Okay, category killers or a brand killer strategy. Okay, if you look at an example of a category killer, a Best Buy is an example of a category killer or a brand factory. Okay, these are typical examples of category killers. Okay, why you go to a Best Buy, you can buy any particular product, okay, for like a X amount of money, okay, which will be always lesser than and the product that like you're going to get it in the original brand. Now, why? Because they usually get it through second sales, okay, and there will be some minute, okay, issues that will be there that will not be visible to you, okay, or possibly it is an older stock, but like the brand, okay, what will happen? When you go to Best Buy, any electronic items you can buy at a cheaper price. But what is it going to do? It is going to bring the category down itself. So brands do not sell to category killers or a brand killer. This is exactly what is called as a brand killer strategy or a category killer strategy. Okay, typical examples are your Best Buy and brand factories. Are you able to get it? Any questions? Why is it too much information? Or like is it too much boring? I'm just trying to give examples only.
They don't always have to be brand killers. Right?
How is this a strategy? This is something they avoid. Sorry, somebody.
Best Buy still like makes a lot of sales. All
No, I don't know.
top gadgets are available there.
Sorry?
At Best Buy, all the top gadgets are still available. So how is that category?
No, see, the thing is that you're talking about India. I'm talking about the US.
For India, like brand,
For example,
See, that is the thing, right? They will not have the recent versions. They will have the older versions only. Okay, and an Apple iPhone 17 will not be there. All the other things will be there and will be for a slightly lesser price. Okay, so that's the reason why they bring in the value of the category down. Okay, that is why they are called as category killers. Okay, any questions?
How is this a strategy, sir?
See, it's not about a strategy. It is called as category killer strategy. Okay, or a brand killer strategy. That is the technical word that is being used. See, again, it is all about achieving a higher stakeholder value. Okay, under uncertainty. That is what is strategy, right? Here is for Best Buy. It is like trying to achieve a higher profitability. Okay.
Factory outlets are the same thing.
Yeah. So all these things are like okay, your category killers and brand killers. Okay, great. Now, there's a third reason why you do promotion. Okay, what is it? To manage credibility. Okay, now how do you manage credibility? Okay, there's a third reason why you do promotion. Okay, how do you manage credibility? This is where you have to understand what is the difference between public relations and publicity. If you look at managing credibility, okay, so what you have two things. One is called as publicity and PR. Okay, now what is publicity? Publicity is always organic. Publicity is always organic in nature. Public relations is company generated. Publicity can be both positive or negative. Public relation is always positive. In fact, it is usually done to cater to the negative publicity. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of it? Okay. If you look at publicity, see, one fine day, okay, Amir Khan and his ex-wife, okay, came to the press and said like they were doing an interview and they said like, boss, like India is not safe for people like them. Okay, typically, Muslims, okay, because India has become an intolerant country. Okay, this is what like they said. Now, what happened? Okay, Snapdeal got the brunt of it. Right? Amir Khan was the brand ambassador of Snapdeal. Okay. And the people went online and started to write, okay, boss, like boycott Snapdeal, boycott Snapdeal, boycott Snapdeal, boycott Snapdeal completely. Okay, so that's exactly where Snapdeal got the complete brunt of it. Yes, right. That is exactly what is publicity. Publicity can be negative or positive. Okay, but it is always, it has to spread through this particular public. Okay. That is why our public should spread it. That is why it's called as publicity. So immediately Snapdeal's spokesperson, they came and said, no, boss, like we do not agree with this. Okay, India is very safe for all people. Okay, we do not agree with Amir Khan's statement. Okay, it is Amir Khan's own opinion. That is exactly what they did. Okay, what is that? That is what is called as public relations. Okay, public relations is done and to manage the impact of a negative publicity. To manage the impact of a negative publicity. Are you able to get it? So that is exactly what public relations is all about. Are you able to get this? Now, okay, then can't publicity be generated at all by the company? Positive or a negative publicity. What is our like a BJP doing? Okay, they have an entire like a IT house. Okay, and they are trying to create positive publicity or the negative publicity. Maximum, even these IT guys, they might be able to do only one thing. What they can do is something called as a seeding strategy. Okay, all for doing a positive publicity or a negative publicity, these big brand houses can do only one thing. What is it? It is called as a seeding strategy. Okay. What is the seeding strategy? Say they will have an IT playbook. Okay, saying that, okay, boss, today, like a Prime Minister has to, like, I was talking about women's reservation bill, it has to go viral. Okay, what they will do is they will have, like, say, some 5,000, 10,000 influencers. That itself was a very, very higher amount. Even if they have like 300, 400 seeds, they will drop the seeds. Okay, boss, you tweet kind of a. But will become a publicity only when it is going to be picked up by the public and when it is going to be propagated. Otherwise, it will die as a seed. Okay, otherwise it will die as a seed. Okay, so that is exact. That is why the publicity is very, very, very difficult to achieve. Okay, PR you can manage left, right, and center. That is not a big deal. Are you able to get it? Okay, what is the difference between publicity and public relations? This much, if you understand, that much is more than sufficient as far as promotion is concerned. Okay, so again, I'm telling you, right? Usually I teach this as a 20-hour course. Each aspects, okay. So there is a psychology behind it. Where should it be used? How should it be used? When should it be used? Okay, so that is a separate course called as Integrated Marketing Communications. Okay, for an introduction, this 2 hours of promotion is more than sufficient. Okay, that's the base. Similarly, I told you, right, what I teach in 2 hours of distribution can be taught as a 20-hour course. What I'm going to teach in 2 hours of pricing, okay, that will be taught as a 20-hour course. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to do now. Okay, like I'll teach you the crux of pricing. My pricing course starts tomorrow. Okay, with the PGPs. Okay, why? Because like if you understand this 2 hours, then I'll be elaborating this 2 hours into a 20-hour module, because every aspect, okay, whatever like we study is covered in greater detail there. Okay, that is the logic of having in a mother course like this. Okay, and you will anyways learn the mother course end to end. Okay, but like all the other elective courses are just an elaboration of this course. That is why I myself teach this mother course. Okay, any questions so far?
Can publicity be completed by negative PR? That publicity. For example, next every city came.
No, that is something that they do. That's an advertisement they did. Okay, but that was perceived as something. Okay, and it led to a negative publicity. As simple as that. Okay, publicity was not created by the company, right? Okay, the company did an advertisement. They tried to create some awareness station. That in all of us can make some mistake. Okay, a mistake, okay, can be made, okay, by any one of us, but like it will be like picked up and how it is being circulated. That is completely dependent on how the public take it up. As a plus side. Got it? Any questions? Should I start pricing now? Or should we stop here and like take pricing in the next class?
The next class, sir.
Already did, so we'll do pricing in the last class.
Left at 7:30 now.
Huh?
This morning we are there.
I know. Okay, that is the reason why all of you did silent. Okay, so what do I do? Okay, go and relax and like try to.
But your class was scheduled in the morning. Why did it give to?
Why was it scheduled?
Available after.
Today is fine. Okay, but next week is
Next week.
अगली बार फिर से सर की लास्ट मत करना अब आप सर ने बोल दिया अब हमारे सामने कमिटमेंट है चलो मेरे ख्याल से सर की हमेशा लास्ट हुई है पहले से रहेगा